I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give on the option. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
Finds a seam. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They are up by 7 over San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Fires to the big fella. The 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They kick it away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And the Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Finds his tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Washington! And the stomping has commenced. didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa State sending the offense back out. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Peppers. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peppers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Lee. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He goes out of bounds right in the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Valentine. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.